Okay, so YouTube has crashed on me, but I'm here to talk about something very important and maybe spread a message to some people. But I'm gonna wait a little bit, waiting for people to come in, see if anyone's available on this fine Saturday. Take turn it down a little bit, please.
Well, I turned it down. And Daddy's not even getting my headphones. He don't want me to get my headphones.
I want to call our cousin because I need to talk to her if she's available. Hey, Bird, how are you today? I'm on here to talk about a lot of stuff that's been going on lately. I'm not even going to say lately; it's been years now. But so I put up a video about a family member of mine that sorry, was
Dad, you
basically
want my headphones?
was
Huh?
abducted
What?
by
You want
some
my
older
headphones?
men back in 2016.
I don't know where they're at.
How am I supposed to watch this?
What the headphones? There's some over here, or you could just turn it off until you can get some. Sorry about that, but Harris Camp, how are you?
Daddy.
I don't know where it
So I
is, but
wanted
I'm,
to
I'm,
talk
I'm
about
ready.
a very sensitive subject. Um,
Oh my god.
what?
I
There's
Get
can't
some
too
watch
little.
comfortable,
We're looking
please.
for the headphones. Hold on one second. Is that the string tone?
Nah, that's not them.
There's the little green ones there. I'm sorry. I'm
Nah,
trying
that's
to make
that's
little
not
Dean
them.
comfortable before I start talking. But Tanya. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Nice to meet you. Yeah, well, we're on to talk about a couple of things. I put a short video up yesterday. One of my younger cousins called me, and her daughter, who had just graduated from high school, I think she has like three full paid scholarships to I want to say like she's been doing like the junior ORTC, I believe it's called. Um,
ROTC.
ROTC. So she was into trying. Hey, Miss B, how are you?
So here you go. Like you were saying,
Hello,
ROTC.
Loriana. How are you?
No, I was just telling you. Remember what you're saying to what saying.
So yeah, she just got
Listen,
some scholarships to college,
here's
and yo, I'm getting chills because my cousin's daughter basically
do you want the bumps on
she
them?
got
You
mixed
want
up.
these
I
on?
want to say got mixed up
Here.
with some trouble. And I say trouble because it's an older man. He's like 40. She's 18. Um, he's basically taken her into his home. And all right, look, it's kind of hard to talk about, y'all. But basically, human trafficking
Are they
is
working?
real.
Hmm.
I had a family member a couple years ago. ROTC. You're right. Okay. Okay. All right. So now I'm seeing family is in the room, and they're going to help me along, I guess, a little bit here. But I'm not going to mention any names or anything like that. But one of my cousin's daughters Yes, got a fully paid scholarship to college. She met a older man, and he has now taken her into his home and is, we can't say holding her against her will, but he kind of brainwashed her is the words I want to use, because our children are easily brainwashed today. Y'all
Brainwashed,
know,
manipulated, stuff like that, you know?
brainwashed, manipulated, a lot of other stuff. Um, the words that we want to use, but it's real and it's happening to a lot of our children these days. So, just a short story. A couple of years ago, this young lady, her sister was abducted by some men and taken to a couple of states away from her home, where they basically were trying to get her to sell herself to the streets. Um, it's touchy because it's real. By, and I'm honestly say, by the faith of God, she made it back home unhurt, untouched, but the innocence was lost. Once they're taken from home and put on the streets, opened up to a whole nother world out there, we can't get our babies back. So, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little broke up about this because my cousin that I'm talking about, it like, I've been in her life since she was a baby. So she grew up and she has 7 kids of her own. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with comments. Hey Frank, how are you? Hey Valerie, how are you? So so basically I told her I would come to Philly's family so we can talk. Um Hopefully I can get her to watch the video maybe, um to understand that this 40 something year old man that has taken her into his custody is not a good person. He has, and if I'm remembering, has molested 2 children under the age of 13.
Use the word brainwashed, manipulated. Don't say custody, which is the same thing, but I would say
So
brainwashed and
brainwashed and
manipulated because
manipulated
people
because of the
understand that.
age.
Yeah, and it definitely
We'll
is.
use the words brainwashed and manipulated because of age, because, like I said, if you're taking a young child from their parent, their mother, just coming fresh out of school, and you know that they have a bright future ahead of them, and you're in the middle to corrupt it, you're not a good person. That's first of all. Second of all, we're going to go back to the stuff that this man has done. Was in prison for attempted murder, robbery, molesting young children. Um, there's so much more. I can't understand why somebody like him is even on the streets, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I was living in South Carolina, there was a guy that took a knife and just about sliced a man's back out, and he was in jail for a week, and he came home because the jails were overcrowded and overpopulated. Sad. As a Christian woman, I really think that they should build a jail on an island somewhere and put all the criminals there so that they can't be seen,
He was really loading up his
heard
dump.
of.
He's really loading that up. No,
What,
he
the
probably don't.
dumpster?
He, well,
I'm
he,
sorry, y'all. I'm getting sidetracked. Hey, Queen Libra, how are you? No, not in Philadelphia. Not at all, ma'am. I'm sorry. Um, this is happening in Florida right now, and the 2 children that I'm talking about, this both happened in Florida. So, it could be anywhere though. Like honestly, human trafficking is, it's just a matter of people taking children and brainwashing them with drugs, money, uh, and all of the above to get them to do what they want them to do. And once they get the drugs in them, That's how they manipulate them, because you can tell them anything and they're going to believe anything you say. So at the end of the day, and this is not the end of the day, but what I'm getting around to, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really nervous because this hurts me to find this out. Um, I wanted to call my cousin. I'm not sure if she's available right now, but I just wanted to ask her a couple of questions to see if we could get, you know, the kind of a little brief summary of the story of what's going on. Um, but basically, this man told her that she can go to school for a month or two and to come right back. So why would he tell her that? Do y'all know that when these young children, they go to school on scholarships, they collect certain money from the state and stuff like that? So basically, I think that he's trying to get her to do something like that. I'm not sure. This is just something that I'm thinking, because y'all know I think on top of things sometimes, and they don't always come true, but sometimes it's a good point to what I'm saying. Um, but I can't see why he would tell her to go away for 2 months and come back. But at this point, for her to be listening means that she is pretty much brainwashed into what he's trying to get her to do. But I don't know. It's hard, y'all. I can start with saying we need prayer, and I did ask for prayer last night as well. Um, he might live around here. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm seeing somebody fill up the dumpster,
Did you bring your
but it
camera?
really doesn't matter. Yes, I did. Okay, good question. So, my cousin is a single mother. Um, her daughter, that she's a single mother of all her kids right now. The father of her younger four children is here in Philly, um, with a whole nother life. And that's what's sad. You know, they make these children, they forget about them, and they leave the mothers to struggle. So, I mean, I'm not trying, well, y'all don't know her, so I can put it out there like that. So, she had four children by this man. He went on and met another woman and started making a whole nother family and left my cousin to raise her children by herself. Her older three, um, her son got into some trouble, so he's away right now. Her second to oldest, no, actually her oldest, because the son is the second to oldest. Her oldest daughter, she's away right now getting herself together because she got into a little bit of trouble. But she's the one who I was talking about originally, who was taken by some men 2 years ago. They got her mixed up into other street things, that they introduced her to street things that she knew nothing about. And it was like I said, it's no turning back. So she's been pretty much, here it is 2 years later, trying to get herself back together. So this is what's scary about here is her third child, from the oldest. Um, She's always been at home, and that's the problem. They stay home. They're good kids. The mom's been good. The dad hasn't been around, and the dads don't realize that when you don't have the mother and father, or at least a father figure around, it's like a emptiness. And it seems like sometimes some girls go to find that father figure to 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 fill that void, and that's not the right way to go. Um, Sorry, I want to keep up with y'all questions. No, music by Leah. This is not Philly. I'm talking about my cousin in Florida. But as far as human trafficking, it happens everywhere. They say in Temple. Oh, she's going. Okay, now that's nice. But listen, just for out for your reference, I forget what you say. Your name is Harris Camp. Well, we don't know your daughter's name, and I hope that's not your real last name. But just so you know, we're on the World Wide Web, and this is what I teach out here. Don't ever tell where she's going to go, because you don't want anyone following her or stalking her. So I'm just letting you know. She might have a different name, and that's good, so that's safe for y'all. But just so you know, that's nice that you said that. If you ever met me, you could tell me that. She could meet me or anything like that. Because eventually I will be doing like little meetups at malls and stuff if people want to meet me once we get a little more followers, or if someone needs some advice. Like I said, I'm here to talk to people. Um, but on the World Wide Web, try not to announce y'all states. Y'all, I mean, we could say our states, but don't say your cities. If like I seen a girl wearing a college T-shirt on one of her videos one day, so I messaged them and asked them to probably take that down, because at that point her face is on YouTube on the World Wide Web, and her school was. So if anyone was to try to stalk her or anyone in her family, they can start there with her college. So I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep up. Oh, okay, in Harris Camp. Oh, true. She's second grade. I don't know what schools are. Oh, Leah, if you're talking about going you're talking about moving to Philly and you're talking about schools, um, hit me on my Instagram and we could talk about that. But I don't talk about anything public like that. Like if y'all notice in the whole year, no one will ever see my son. Y'all, I've even talked to y'all at his school, but y'all don't. Yeah, no one would know what area I'm in. No one knows what school he goes to, and he definitely wouldn't wear a school shirt on live, because at that point someone could stalk my child. But that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. We got to be careful what we do and protect our children the best we can. When they get to a certain age, we can't protect them no more. You can be the best parent in the world, but when those kids turn a certain age and they're introduced to the streets, it ain't no turning back. So what we really have to do is try to, first of all, and I can't say instill God in them, because my cousin is a Christian, and she's had God in her life and in her children's life all their life. But like I said, once they hit the streets, and they may have like a void that they're trying to fill. Now that I'm remembering, the only two men that this young lady has confided in is her older brother, who is now away. So she's missing him, as well as she had a best friend who was shot in Florida. Her mother told me not too long ago. Was I'm guessing it was I don't know what happened, honestly. I was going to say it wasn't a mistaken identity or anything like that. She just said he was, I'm guessing, innocently, basically
Oh,
shot.
this makes
And we
this
know
makes
how
it so
this,
much clearer.
because we're going from
Wow.
what.
Wow, this makes it look so much clearer. Don't pay me no attention, y'all. This makes
Yeah,
it
because
so
I'm
much
trying
more
to
clearer.
focus on something.
It's the day it is, but look through these. Look through
Oh,
these real
Lord,
quick.
Lord. Okay.
Look through these real
Okay.
quick, man. It's so
So,
clear.
okay. Now, if y'all see, one of my little cousins are in here, and that is her older sister that I'm talking about. So, um, I'm a little nervous because at the same time, her little sister, well, knows what's going on, and she seen what happened with her sister 2 years ago. So, yeah, my cousin has 5 girls.
Oh, one of your cousins in there?
Lindsay's daughter, one of her daughter. Oh, I'm saying everybody's name, but yeah, her daughter's in here. So she says she's sleeping right now.
Good thing about that, they don't got the same
Yeah,
name.
that's the great thing.
Yep,
We
you
go
gotta be
by
very careful.
names.
You gotta be very
So,
careful.
to let y'all know, yes, when y'all are on the World Wide Web, we want to not use our full names. And I was going to say, I did say my cousin's name, but she has a different name than her daughter, so y'all can't track her down either. But anyway, bottom line is, what I'm trying to say is it's very important to, uh, y'all, I was going to say watch our children, but you can watch them until the day that we leave this earth, but that does not protect them from the ugly world out here. That's why I get so upset when I see certain situations on
Let me
here,
gas.
or when I do reactions on certain things.
How's the gas?
People, gas is okay. People, they wonder why I get so upset, or why I react the way I do to certain reactions, but it's because of stuff that I've seen and been through in my life so far as a 41-year-old woman. Okay, right. Okay. And that's that. Now that her mother is sleeping, but she's in pain. She is in a wheelchair right now. My cousin is, she's younger than me. I want to say about 35. But and she has to get hip replacement, and a couple other things. So yeah, um this is a lot that she's going through now that I'm thinking about this all. That's why when I came on last night, I was telling you guys a little bit about it. Um, and, me and her were going to talk. She wanted to talk to me a little bit, or, I said I would ask her questions
Go to home.
on the Philly's Funny Family angle. But at the same time, it's kind of hard facing this situation. It's hard for me to talk about. So I can only imagine how hard it is for my cousin right now. Um, I'm gonna go back to 2 years ago when her daughter got taken. She went to a nightclub, and she was old enough to go out, but she went to a nightclub, and there was some men there that she was talking. They were talking to her. They took her outside to basically have a cigarette per se. But nowadays, we don't know what people are putting in our kids' cigarettes, their drinks, or anything else. And I say that because I had a cousin once, and she's passed on, God rest her soul. She was in New York City one night, hanging out in a club. Very beautiful woman. Jealousy is a mother. It's a mother. Someone stuck something in her drink, and she went crazy, and she was never right after that. And this was had to be over 30, 40 years ago when that happened. So it's been happening for years. But it's just that right now, if you look it up, the number one seller these days is not drugs. The number one seller these days are our children. Human trafficking. Human trafficking. I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie. If y'all haven't seen the movie,
I believe they just came
watch
out with a new
the
movie.
movie.
There's a new movie
Dean,
out called Traffic 2018. We're gonna watch that tonight. I just grabbed it.
is it like the same?
I believe it's about trafficking. So
So,
anything about trafficking, I believe it's about a mother who goes looking for her child.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm
Okay, what
correct,
was that movie that we watched? It came out a couple of years ago. The guy's daughter went on vacation to France or somewhere with her friend. Remember the man, and he was a ex cop or whatever.
babe, I can't
Oh
remember.
my gosh.
We'll
Do
remember
y'all know
later
what
on.
movie I'm talking about? I'm trying to think with cuz they came out with a part 2 of it. Missing, not missing.
I
Um
remember. Yeah, it was a big thing down here.
hey Chanel, how are you? Whose birthday? Miss B? Oh, Valerie. Hey Valerie, happy birthday. Oh, Friday. All right, I'm going back on comments. I'm sorry.
We should go to our storage.
Happy birthday, Valerie. Hey Chanel. I know you having fun. The whole family's in South Carolina right now. Family team, not mad at you at all. For what, boo?
Did you do
No,
something?
baby.
Did you do something?
Did I miss you? I'm sorry. I probably ain't see you come in. Hey, family team. Love you. I love all my family. I'm not mad at anyone, y'all. I'm sorry. I haven't been on live in a while because I've been actually making videos because y'all know a girl keeps it real. But for some reason, our kitten, if y'all haven't watched the videos, our kitten somehow a flea got into my house. And I'm gonna say it like that because my cat has not been outside. But they said even when you open your windows, that they can come through the cracks of your screen, but it takes one flea to get into your house. And at that point, I had a couple of pets with fur. My cat, my rabbit, my bird. I had to give away my bird and my rabbit because it was too many animals with fur to handle the problem. So I didn't want to give away my baby's cat. She's so awesome. Y'all don't mind my braids. I was swimming all week. The pool's closed today, so I was able to wash and condition. And usually I leave the conditioner in until the next day, but today I took the conditioner out and actually put a little oil in it, and so I braided it. I know my loved ones don't care, but people that come and tell me don't get on here like this. But I'm gonna come like me. But huh?
No, it's
Damn.
no, it's okay.
Y'all, I took over Dean's phone to use on my live. So I can get phone calls if someone calls on mine. But honestly, I took his phone because I was going to call my cousin, but I'm going to wait until later and I may not call her. What I really want to do is touch on this situation with this human trafficking with our young children. Be careful. I have goddaughters that are 12, 13 years old. A couple of weeks ago, my goddaughter told her mom she's going to a sleepover at a hotel with her girlfriends. And once she got to the hotel, um, we we called. No, actually, her brother was keeping a secret. Come to find out, there were no adults at the hotel. There were a whole bunch of young kids under the age of 15 were being dropped off at a hotel room with younger kids, and the 11 and 12-year olds and 15-year-old were babysitting. They said the parents went for a drink and they were coming back, which at 12 midnight. Where are they and why weren't they back and why are you leaving your kids at a hotel was my question. So trust and believe that made her mother and father a reality check. Sometimes it's not good to send your kids out to because where they say they're going, sometimes they're not really going there. Um, and a lot of this stuff is happening at hotels, um, or just on a street corner. It could be right up the street from your house. But if you have the wrong person offer your child good candy, and your child is naive enough to take that candy, and that candy has poison in it, that person has your child that fast. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. This young kid that we know, June was just last month, and everyone graduated. She graduated with honors. She graduated with three scholarships. Um, and she was also given a brand new truck. She left all of this behind to go be with this man, a man that is two times her age, a man who has touched a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old, a man who impregnated a 20-year-old. He's 42 again. His baby's mom, he abused her so bad that she had to ask for permission to leave the state to take the twins to see their grandmother, and she never attached onto my little cousin next. So what he's doing is talking her into not going to college. And I wish I could talk to her, but I would tell her there's nothing that this, especially in jail, he will never get a good job anywhere. He will never able other. It's so much more that I'm thinking about at this point that is sad. And you know um I don't know, y'all. I'm confused myself. If anybody knows any suggestions or anything, anybody's been through this or anybody in their family has been through this, maybe y'all could suggest something. Because I'm hoping that, I'm going to try and forward this link to her mother afterwards, and maybe it can be sent to her and at the end of the day, people don't understand that, first of all, when you're offered an education, it's only once. If you don't take it, you miss out on if I could have went past, I went to hair school for 3 years and I played around the whole time because no, I'm just saying that's the only time I usually call the cops to the Walmart. Then again, he's in the car. He might be coming from me soon. Say, nah. I'm on my phone. I know I said he's in the car, so that don't mean he's in the store. Sorry, y'all. I'm riding through the Walmart parking lot and I'm nosy because I seen a cop, but I'm going to keep on going because I don't want him to see me on live. So, we're out. We have to get a couple of things for the kitten while we're out. And, for y'all, I hate when I'm because I can't keep. Oh, pick people. Let me pull over for a second. I'm gonna give Dean the phone in a minute because I can talk to y'all, but it's hard for me to look at comments. And Big Dean got booted to the back since Little Dean thinks he took his seat. When we're local, when I ride far places, he's not allowed to ride in the front. I really shouldn't let him ride in the front at all until he gets a little older. But say family T say get that money. Hey, Big Queen. Miss B, I guess. Oh, she said the commercials. Yeah, and then I had to put them on. So I didn't even know that, y'all. I still don't know too much about this stuff. So I just did that, some of them yesterday. Some of the videos, you're supposed to add your commercials in. And so I just put them at the beginning and the end. And I don't know how people do that in the middle stuff, but I ain't worried about all that. Y'all know me. Like I said, I ain't even worried about that. I'm about living life to the fullest, the best way I can. If every day's a struggle for the rest of my life, I'm gonna be happy either way. You know what I mean? So, but I'm happy to be on YouTube and be monetized now. So, and I'm telling y'all that because I'm routing for everybody. I haven't been able to watch as much as I wanted to lately because I've been trying to keep Little Dean entertained when he was supposed to be at camp. But he's been home a lot, so I haven't really been able to be on YouTube. I hadn't even known that Clarence and Queen did Philly last night, or were they hiding from me? But anyway, they were at a club in Philly yesterday, I heard.
When you're in Philly, you're going to show Philly. A club is a club. They
And that's
came
my
here
thing, yeah.
and
You
they
come to
moved
my
into
city,
a
you're
club.
supposed to walk
You know what I'm
around the
saying? That's
city
what I'm
and
saying.
show
Like,
people that you're at the
I
city,
don't
what
really
you
have too
see.
much to say about
Don't
that,
sit
but
in a hotel
when
room
you
and talk
come, you're
about, I'm in
visiting.
Philly.
You're
Where
visiting. You're
Philly
not
at?
walking the streets. You're not meeting
You
the
can't
people.
see
You
Philly
can't
if you're
do
not
nothing. You know?
out and about, or at least at one of
They
the
came to one
malls.
specific spot, probably a nice
But
hotel,
I'm
and that's
not
it.
here to talk about that. It's like, no. I just happened to see that this
This
morning.
is the time that you go to the real cheesesteak spot and get a real cheesesteak and get some real food and sit down and do all
Real
that.
cheesesteak,
You
hit me
know?
up for some real ribs. It's like, nah. Because my dad is in South Carolina right now, so ain't nobody getting no ribs this way. Taken. Thank you, Valerie. If that's what you're talking about, that's the movie I was trying to think about. Taken, and they did Taken 1 and Taken 2. That's what happened with my cousin. Basically,
Who said
you
it?
Valerie,
Okay.
Taken. Remember that Valerie Jones. I didn't know. So
Taken.
yep, it was Taken 1 and Taken 2.
You better put into McDonald's or something.
You said they sacred. I will.
What they say, sacred?
Family team. You said there's. Oh, you talk about the commercials? Yes. No problem. Thank you. Because I couldn't remember. But that's kind of what this is like, where she went on vacation. They were partying with the two guys. They offered them to come to a little club. And then they kind of, did they drug them up at that time? I forget what happened. But I know they ended up getting their address in their hotel where they were staying. And that's what I was talking about a long time ago when I was talking about Abby and Queen. I wasn't being smart. A lot of people took my reactions like I was being a smarty pants or talking down on people or talking about people. No, I was really being serious because you really don't want people to know what hotels you're staying in or what location you're in. You know what I mean? Because there's people that will really stalk you. You know what I mean? Most of these people have fans, and they will rip the clothes off of them, fan type. But that this is now my cousin's second child that she's going through this with, so I can only imagine how she feels. This one just basically is not taken though. This man, um I don't even want to say it, but she told, this is more to be said, but she said he was dating one of my older cousins a couple of months ago. So he knew the family a little bit before they got to know him. And that's the sad thing. And when I say to people, you got to get to know somebody before you try to trust them and stuff like that. We don't know people's past. So my cousin was dating this man and she didn't even know all this stuff about him. And now that he had gotten close to the kids, and mainly the 18-year-old that was graduating, that he knew was graduating with honors and getting all these scholarships, he was preying on her the whole time. I have another family member that went through this same thing here in Philly. So but it's sad because there's men out here that they, instead of having a grown woman or the mother,
You hitting the storage or no?
they we can they end up preying on their children instead. And that's kind of what happened. um he was dating my cousin, and I guess he was checking out the younger children in the meantime. And so they started liking him, thinking he was a cool person. So one thing led to another, where when he finds out that this young girl wants to try marijuana, which most kids try different things in life, he ended up giving her something in her stuff that was not natural or pure, and then he had her. So at that point, you talk to him, you love him up. And I told y'all about the story with me and the lady who used to be my best friend and the older man that it was brainwashed. I'm 16 years old. You're 30. You have 6 kids and you're in a relationship. What do you want with a 16-year-old woman? But he brainwashed me into sleeping with him later. You know what I'm saying? So I know how easy it can be done. It's just a matter of, when they get them into the situation that they want them in, they sweet talk in their ear and whisper a bunch of sweet nothings, and I got money, I make money, I can do for you, and you'll never have to work for the rest of your life. And okay, you want from here? So yeah, it was, Valerie. It was called Taken. Taken. But you're right. It's the right. You were talking about the right movie. Tell Deuce I say hi and I love him. Mwah. And Selena, the lady, was jealous of her son. Yup. Yup. You're right, Pick Queen. It happens all over the world. She said Queen and Clarence is scared. The funny thing is, if they really watched my videos, they would know I'm not a harmful person at all. I'll probably be one of the coolest people for them to meet. Like, seriously, they wouldn't have to take Uber no more. I'd ride them state to state. I got a soccer mom, okay? It's like, let me stop. Y'all gonna make me start getting petty now. It's like, no. But yeah, that's not right. Y'all in Philly, y'all could have said hey. Or, advertise. I think last minute they advertised they were in a club last night that had no age restriction, and it was free. So it was crowded, I guess. But yeah, if it was free, Nettie would have been there. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I might have. Who knows? If I hadn't known about it, I don't know how I would have felt about it. Excuse me for 1 second,
You know
y'all. Let
what
me
I
get my
don't
baby
get? You know what I
something
don't get?
from the store real
You know
quick
what I don't get?
that I shouldn't be getting. Here, talk real quick. I'll get real quick because I'm gonna get Dean something. Dino,
How y'all doing? You know what I don't get? You pull up to a drive-through, right? And you're gonna order food, and the first thing you see is these nice floral flowers, and they look real good. But if you look into them, you'll see there's nothing here but bees. So who wants to be opening up their doors ordering food when you got all these bees?
bugs.
You know, there ain't nothing but bees here. Do y'all see that?
They're on the
But look at the menu. You know, we at the Sonic. We at the
Don't
Sonic.
advertise it too much because I think
You know?
that when I do
Okay,
McDonald's,
never
they
mind,
get
never
cut.
mind.
It
We're
got
gonna
cut.
forget about
My
that.
McDonald's videos got cut. Just let
All
them
right.
know that. Tell them that if
They
you're
hear
in.
you. They hear you.
Okay. Yes, family. When y'all do videos, if y'all are in certain restaurants and you're advertising inside the restaurant, I believe that they will not monetize those videos because and like me burping at the drive-through monetized. So I think because I'm advertising the actual store, it can be considered a copyright, not copyright, but an infringement. So just y'all know I like to tell people because I know everyone is aiming for the same goal here. Dang, it is a lot of bees. I see like 6. Dean, what you want? Take the headphones out. What do you want?
Well, you guys
You
know
want the
how I
groceries?
am. I'm a maintenance guy. I take care of my
Huh?
place, and certain things just don't
Yeah.
sit right. When you come through and you want to have
Groceries
your
or
meals,
chicken
you
fingers?
don't want to see no
Mac and
bugs.
cheese?
You know, you want to be able to enjoy that meal.
Hello? I'm sorry. I was sitting here. I'm talking. Y'all probably like, I'll wait for her. Can I have the grilled cheese kids meal, please? You want tots or fries?
Um, fries.
Fries, please.
We'll do a roll
You
call
want a
all the way
slush?
down.
What kind of slush? What kind of slush?
Uh,
Okay. Family team, how you doing? Miss B fam, how you doing?
mango.
Music
Mango.
by Leah,
A
how you
mango. I
doing?
guess a medium mango slush, please. And then can I have a large? I guess.
I can't exactly see your name, but it says Williams. So how you doing?
I guess it's a Loriana. I
Um,
think that's Lindsay's daughter. I mean, my cousin's daughter. I'm steady saying her name. Sorry. Um,
um,
I was
Harris
going to say
Camp,
Tiger's Blood.
Valerie Jones.
Can I have a Route 44 Tiger's Blood? No, thank you.
Yo, who's Chanel Dukes
That's
Pearson?
Day Day.
Okay. What's up, Day Day? Anyhow,
Thank you.
I kind of knew that name. Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
knew
what you
that
know.
name.
Let me put this sweet cup in the trash. You
For
know,
Burton.
I'm getting up late and they get to eat. Yeah. Y'all, we have not been ordering.
Hey, we see you. Yeah, hey, how you doing?
Dean, I need
I,
money.
I'm guessing everybody's down there right now enjoying themselves. So, hold on.
Tell
Can you
'em
take
my
the phone? Take the
oh,
phone. Take it.
Philly's Funny
Sorry
Family.
about that, y'all.
My family reunion was this weekend, but we didn't go
Make
because
sure
we
she
had.
don't say no locations or nothing. Let's keep it straight.
Yeah, Day Day.
Don't say where you at.
I
Where you
guess you
from.
already know how not to say where you're at or where you're from. Just we know you from South Carolina. Never tell anybody ever. Never tell exactly where you're at on the www, and that's why I always say that we're on the World Wide Web. There are people that have been stalking me on here, And it's not cool. I don't like stalkers. But hey, if y'all want to keep stalking me, they can stalk me all they want. But I say that because it's a scary feeling when you think that, well, when you know that people are following you and watching everything you're doing. Like, yeah, I'm at Sonic right now and I'm going to hear about it later from some stalker. But, there's people that are actually watching everything I'm doing, and then they're coming to me and they're saying, I know everything about you. You don't know about me. You're a YouTuber. I know everything about you. You really don't know everything about me. You only know what I tell you, which I tell Philly's Funny Family everything about me. So maybe they think they do, but if you think I'm a bad person, then clearly you don't know me. So that's what I'm trying to get around to. Whoever that person is,
Wasted time.
I know
Wasted
that
time
was
when you could
wasted
be
time, but
doing
I
more
try to
with yourself.
explain to
Wasted
y'all
time.
certain things that you go through as your numbers grow, I guess. You get stuff like this on, my inbox, my Instagram, my Twitter. There's people who really do, like, I don't know, it's like a hate against you. But I mean, I guess that's just how it is in the social media world. So I'm very, very learning to be very uh with my location. I don't know the words I'm trying to use, but I have to watch where I'm at and when I'm at certain places because, like, if you come to Philly, there's only about two Sonics. So you're going to know I'm at one of them. But yeah, no, I won't be here in 5 minutes. Like, nah. But I'm going to let Dean talk because I'm talking junk right now
No, you go ahead and
because
talk.
I'm
You go ahead and talk.
sidetracked.
Go ahead and talk.
Hey, Corey, how are you? She said, I want some Sonic. Them twins want some Sonic, huh? How are the babies growing, Corey? Oh, family team. She says she haven't forgotten about you, Dean.
I ain't forget about them either.
She says he said he ain't forget about you either. Yeah, we've been busy just running around like I told y'all. If y'all ain't never have fleas and you get a pet, make sure you protect your pet cuz it will cost you a couple $100 um to handle things. It wasn't like people say bed bugs cost you thousands and
Have a great
thousands.
day.
Thank you, you too. Here, Dino. They say they cost you thousands and thousands of dollars to get rid of. I don't like being bit by nothing that is
Watch it
not
because it's gonna
human.
fall.
I don't even want to be bit by a human, y'all. That sound kind of wild, y'all. I said I like to be bit by a human, but anyway, y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's a freaky feeling. I don't like sitting out at cookouts and getting bit by bugs. So, nevertheless, sitting in your house and getting bit by a bug is the worst feeling in the world. And so, in that case, if I was on live, y'all would have been like, "What the heck is wrong with her?" Because I was losing my mind for a minute. Um, Oh, hold on. I almost dropped the slushy. That's me. 1 second, Philly's funny, man. Here, Dean. I ain't even gonna do nothing. I gotta organize it here. Dean will be on his iPad.
Yeah, well, she's having the show today because I'm sitting in the back. I'm just listening
It's
because
not a show.
this
It's
is a
really that I
topic.
wanted to talk
Listen,
about this.
I
It's
call it.
very serious.
Listen, it's very serious, but she has a lot to say because she's been into it, researching. Her one of the family members called and they've been talking about it. I've been working, so I really don't know what exactly happened. So just like you guys, I'm listening. I know about trafficking. I know the things that could happen. Like I said, I'm from a big city, so people go missing in this city every day.
Where's the straws
Um,
at? Where's the straws?
yes, you're getting bigger every day, huh? That's what happens. That's what happens. I'm not going to even elaborate, but that's what happens when
What happened?
that's what happens when you got a little one inside.
She got two little ones inside.
Well, you got two, double bubble, double trouble. But nah, 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 nah. mess with you, Corey. Now, we all got love for you now, Corey. Don't be talking about. Oh, Dean is talking a whole bunch of trash because we love you now, girl.
We waiting for a gender reveal. When is it coming?
Yeah, we're definitely waiting, but that's on your time. That's
I know,
on
we not
when
rushing
you got ready, when you get ready.
Well,
You
she
know,
ain't gonna know. She waiting herself.
hopefully, some things that we take, you're gonna take it to heart as well. Other people, I take certain things to heart because I'm very, very protective of my seed. You know what I'm saying? Where he goes, who he deals with,
Yeah.
who he talks to.
Yeah.
I'm very, very particular. Harris Camp, how you doing? Harris Camp saying hi to hey Corey. Okay, good, Corey.
Start in Temple, but tell her Temple's a very good school.
Yeah, Temple.
I'm in a different gear. Oh no! Look at the heck.
Okay, we're gonna have to pull over for a minute, y'all.
I wasn't in drive. I was in overdrive.
Okay.
Me.
Anyhow, she's losing her mind up there, so I have no idea what's going on.
Scared about my cousin was in their life when they were babies.
Right. Okay. Here.
So yes, my cousin's kids. I had been in their life for a long time before they moved to Florida.
Right.
So just imagine, like, if I could drive to Florida right now, I'll be down there just holding my cousin as tight as I can and trying to help as best I can. The sad thing is that the cops can't help with this situation because she's over 18. So that makes it like really hard. Harris Camp, you said your daughter is coming to Philly to school. Just let her know to be very careful and mindful of who she meets here and who she hangs around and her surroundings. And I'm saying this in any college student because there are newer kids coming out of high school today.
Bottom line, at the end of the day, when you come to school, you're going to school to get your education.
Get that education, not the party, not to get pregnant, not to meet a man.
Well, they're gonna party.
It's gonna happen, but this is not what she's coming for. Just talk to her about certain things. We don't hear about the human trafficking too much about it here per se in Philly, but I'm sure it's here. It's just because of the land that we're on, the grounds we're on, stuff happens here and they don't even put it on the news. They don't want people to know because they don't want people to not move here. You know what I'm saying? To certain locations. And that can be anywhere in the world too. Certain places don't put news out there for people to see in certain cities, certain counties, certain boroughs, certain townships, because they don't want people, look, y'all, there go the party bus. When y'all come to Philly, that's what we got to do. I'm trying to do the party bus. Well, if we do it, at night, it will be for adults. But yeah, maybe you'll get on.
What? I could come? Huh?
Who has 8 cats and 2 dogs? Y'all do? I know y'all love animals, but 8 cats. That's a lot. Look, I'm scared. I'm scared with 1 cat. Here or what?
Whatever you want to do, man. I don't know where we're going. Whatever you want to do. How you're doing today?
Well, I was trying to I thought you were gonna talk to Philly's Funny Family for a minute so I can make that phone call and try to show my friend so we can go get the stuff for the cat.
You guys got what y'all wanted?
All right, Corey, we'll be waiting. I didn't get anything to eat because I was hungry right now. I'm literally a wreck right now, y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna go back on comments. You wanted to get you something? I was trying to think about wanting something, but not really. Wait, look. Oh, never mind. All right. Y'all, Dean's hungry, but he won't eat until I'm done running around. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Well, so anyway, Clara's auntie Crystal had bought her a new the kitty litter bucket and the scooper. She bought her a new one because we're replacing everything. And then she went and got her some kitty litter and a whole bunch of food and stuff. So I'm trying to meet up with her so we can get the stuff for Clara. And so that's what we're doing, if y'all wondering. We're just riding in circles because I was waiting for her to call me back. I don't know if she's home or at work. So I'm just being honest with y'all why I'm talking to Philly's Funny Family. Loriana, say hi, Dean.
How you doing?
And little Dean's here, but he's got his headphones on watching
We can go back.
YouTube.
We gotta do this settle because it's gonna be raining
Well,
soon.
so what I was gonna say is I'm gonna try her real quick. Hey, little crazies! I didn't see you in here. Thank you for visiting. Oh yeah, y'all have 10. Wow.
I'm wondering if I should just give me a hoagie around here.
Oh, Valerie said the man put something in the drink. Yes, he did. So yeah, this was one of my cousins years back. Someone stuck something a Mickey. They called them Mickeys back in the day, but
I think I
I
should just
don't
grab
know
this
exactly. We can get on the way back because
Okay,
I
we're gonna
might
get it on the
end
way
up
back.
getting something,
Okay.
or I might just eat at home. I've been like
Yeah.
loving the stuff at home, but
You're right. I
I
have
want a
not in the
hoagie.
mood to run around right now for
Well, let
any
me
kind of these
call her real
burgers.
quick. Just talk to Philly's Funny Family. Let me call her. If I don't, then I'm gonna just run in Walmart and get a cheap one. The cheap ones that we had already. Did eventually.
What are you
Anyway.
talking about?
The kitty stuff. I already told him. I just told Philly's Funny Family his Aunt Crystal. Clara's Aunt Crystal has some
Right, but
stuff for her.
right, we can get that when we
That's why I
catch
said
up
if
with
I
them.
can't catch up with her, then I'll just go buy more stuff from Walmart. That's all.
Y'all don't mind me. Sometimes I just get lazy. Like I've been working so much, and my days are very, very precious. I
Uh
love
huh.
spending them with you guys,
Hey, Mama. How
definitely.
are you?
But I don't like just riding
Hold
back and
on, I have you
forth.
on live. Hold
You
on.
know, so
Yeah, no, I was on live, widening in circle.
because
I
as
was
you
trying to
guys
wait
can see, the
because I was
weather
waiting
out
to
here is
make
about
it
to
to
be
you.
nasty.
So I didn't know if you were home or at work to come get the stuff.
What they say?
I'm still near my house, but I could be on
Um,
my way over that way. I just didn't know where you was at. So,
Here, Nettie, you need to take the phone.
huh?
Nettie, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I'll tell her you're in here. How are you doing?
Huh? Wait, what happened? Uh huh. No, you didn't tell me that. But wait, so you're home? I didn't. Oh, okay. You went to a
You
certain.
just woke
Okay,
up?
got. Hey, mamas, how are you? Look, I'm gonna tell you later too. You're gonna want to change your name, your names, but don't nobody know your location, so that's a good thing. Um, some people use their names on social media, but I've learned over this past year to not use your full names on your social media accounts because God
Nettie, I
forbid if
know.
something happens bad, people can look you up nowadays. Just be careful. I'm telling that to everybody on here because I know a lot of our Phillies Funny Family,
Yeah, but
they're not YouTubers.
right, you say it, just roll on because you put it on the
Okay.
thing for specific details.
All right.
Once you say it, just say it. You don't gotta,
So my cousin is here, whose daughter just woke up, and the kids were in here talking with us for a little bit. So I was touching the bases about what happened, and of course I'm stuttering over words, but I was letting them know how easily our children can get manipulated by people, bad people. Um, and I gave a brief summary of what happened 2 years ago when your one baby got taken away from home, by some older men, and they were trying to introduce her to the streets. So now you're struggling with the same thing. I'm driving, y'all, so I'm not looking at the screen, but I'm talking to you guys. But you're struggling with a young woman who just graduated from college, and there's an older man who is manipulating her. And what's the other word we're using, Dean? Because I'm getting sidetracked. Manipulation.
Yeah,
And
manipulation.
what?
I can't think right now.
Okay.
Brainwashing, stuff.
Just graduated from high school.
Manipulating,
Oh, we were saying
brainwashing,
brainwashing.
different stuff.
So we were just talking about like that. The movie Taken, brainwashed and manipulated by um, older people that are already corrupted in life, but will take our young innocent children and corrupt them as well. So yeah, she just graduated from high school, her mom said. And she got, if I'm not mistaken, you said 2 or 3 grants to go to college. And this man is trying to stop her from doing this now. Well, as of now, he took her into his household and has her. If y'all don't understand when I say brainwashed, meaning they can tell them anything, and these young children, they start to believe what they're saying.
Yo, what are you
So a
doing?
lot of the stuff, I'm gonna get to turn mic. A lot of the stuff that this man is telling her is like, oh, your mom doesn't really love you, you don't want to be at home, I don't know exactly what he's saying to her, but this is an examples of stuff that these men will do to your children to brainwash them and turn them against your family, against their family, against the whole world. And then they get them to a point where they have them almost like on a leash. And I don't like using that word. I'm sorry, I must have been covering the camera with my finger. But on a leash, where it's almost like, I don't like using that word, but it is. It's kind of like they're controlling them like a puppet. It's like you can walk here when I say, you can answer your phone. And that's just what my cousin had to just experience, where her daughter came home to visit for a night. And at that point, she told her mother a lot of the stuff that this man had been telling her. Per se, her mom saying, you don't want to be involved with an older man that has already been corrupted. He's going to corrupt you. He already told her your mother's going to say this. So, it would make her think, oh, well, she's just saying everything that he told me, and this is just what happens, and this is how it happens. I mean, everybody watches Jerry Springer. Y'all watch what's his name, Maury, all this is what happens. These older men, they already know enough about life. They know a lot about the streets. They may sell drugs and stuff like that, so their money looks good to the young kids. They can give them false promises. That's what I call them. And I'm gonna go back to the guy that I dealt with years ago, because my son has his headphones on. But he was 40 something years old, and I was about 18 or 19. I dealt with him for a couple of months because one of my cousins who was in jail, he said, I have a good friend here, but I didn't heed the warning. Don't ever talk to anyone that's in jail, y'all. Take it as a warning. Don't think that they changed. And that's where we're at right now. And this man spent 21 years in prison. You would think that he would want to come out and walk a straight line, but you come out and you decide to take advantage of people's children, as well as your own children. And I'm going to say that because he was abusing his kid's mother, and that's why she left. So, it's so bad that, my cousin asked her daughter, so what happens if his girlfriend comes back with the children, and
Classy, New Jersey.
he has her so brainwashed that she said, we'll all live together as one. But this can't happen. It won't. You know what? I'm not going to say it can't happen, because I know people that have done it. And that's what's sad about it. So basically, they'll just ruin their lives. He'll go and, I'm hoping not get her pregnant, but then live as a whole family. I know people that do this. And it's sad, but it's just like basically it's that brainwash and manipulative mentality that some men have. And they're able to take these women that may have low self-esteem, or not to say that she does. I mean, like, have voids missing, as in now she's missing her older brother and her best friend got murdered. So she's lost. She doesn't know what she wants to do right now. She knows she wanted to go to school, but now she met someone who's telling her selling her the world, but really not giving her anything in the end. You know what I mean? Scary. Dean, I need you to read, please, because everyone's talking and I can't read it.
I'm gonna log on to something else. Here, I'm gonna log on and you can. I'm gonna read.
So you can see.
Yeah, that's why.
You could go on my phone and do it actually.
Ma, look at the squishy.
Oh, where you get that from, Sonic? Oh, nice.
Put your point across.
I'm trying, but I'm getting sidetracked if I can't answer the questions. That's what I'm saying. People ask me certain questions, and I like to know what they're saying because this is a conversation between all of us. Give me 1 second, fam. I know. My girlfriend was at a memorial service. That's why she wasn't able to get back in touch with me.
Finally, a triple blend of
Oh,
moisturizers.
wait a minute, y'all. I got a commercial in my own ads. Got a commercial in my own ads. All right, here, Dean. So you can keep up with the conversation for me. You can just tell me what people said, and I can answer them.
Where are you at right now?
Go down. I was where when Lindsay came in. She was talking.
She says no one has loved her like him.
Oh, that's what he said to her.
Yeah, they were going out a little crazy.
Oh, so she's able to talk to them now since she's in there. She can explain some. So read it, because I want to keep it in the conversation.
Okay. All right. There's a lot going on. Everybody's writing so much at one time.
It's just at the bottom.
Crazy's on there. She's back. And had a phone call.
Oh, okay. She came back on. Okay.
Harris, we need to all take YouTube seriously.
Okay, no. Lindsay said yes. He convinced her that she is grown and I'm against her. Go ahead. You can finish. Can you see that? And I'm not respecting her as an adult.
Where are you at? Are you at the bottom or are you?
Yeah. Go to the bottom and
I don't see that.
And go up some.
What is she saying?
She said he convinced her.
Yeah.
So there.
He convinced her that she was grown. You know.
Just finished it for me.
She's saying that the guy convinced her that she was grown and turned her against her, and that's basically what she's saying. And, she's not respecting her as an adult. That's basically it right there.
Right. That's the manipulative part, guys, that I'm talking about. So they'll
saying no one loved her like him.
And they do that. Which these young children, they don't understand that that's not true. They'll do it. He'll do it for a month or so today or tomorrow, or we're hoping that he is not putting his hands on her. But he's known to be abusive to women. So, oh gosh, this is sad.
I'm not seeing anything else pull up. It's just a little crazy to tell what she had to say.
Okay, and then
that's it. Nobody's not writing.
No, Harris Camp said something. We need to all.
We need to all take YouTube seriously. I read that. My job is demanding, so it was just a thought for me. But since I got sick, I'm I'm recognizing we all need to show love and support. And
Mm-hmm.
Little Crazy says she's agreeing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
read
okay.
that.
Okay, I see that. I
It's
didn't
not
see what you were
moving. No
saying.
more comments came. I read that. But Lindsay's talking about the situation, what's going on.
Right. How he's manipulated. And we talked, well, I kind of gave a brief summary of what was going on. But we're just hoping that at the same time we can reach out to other young 18, 19, 20. You could be 30. The same thing can happen to you too. That's kind of why we're speaking out. Because it's a lot of older women that are being taken by these men today too. So another way they're on it. Why camp? I'm sorry, I forget what you say your first name is, but the Camp family, Harris Camp family, they were at one point having people fill out applications to, like, they say jobs, or they may say, oh, do you want to do modeling, or even do you want to be a YouTuber? And then they get all their information.
Is your
And
comment side moving? Because this is just saying stuff.
people are just listening
Okay.
now. There's nobody saying nothing yet. So they get them to fill out applications that have, how many siblings do you have? How many people are living in your household? Give us your address and stuff like that. And then they take these women and they use that against them. They'll tell them that if they don't do what I'm telling you to do, then I'm going to do this to your family. And that's where it's kind of scary with this situation. This man, like I said, he knows where my cousin lives at. And, he's been kind of, there's been incidents that happen where these people can actually pick these kids up off the street and put them in the car with them. Anything can happen. So that's scary for her and her children right now, because he knows where they live. He knows what grounds they walk on. He knew what school my little cousin was going to. He knew what scholarship she was getting. What she was going to have in life by, um, you know, him brainwashing her against her mother and family. But in all actuality, she doesn't realize that he can't do anything for her. Um, I hate to talk about Karma, but Karma's a mug. He's not going to be around too long as far as that, because the cops are going to get him on something. Sooner or later, it's going to come back to him. You can't hurt people, hurt women, and hurt children and get away with it. In certain places, it's sad because the cops, they're not taking it seriously. So, she did. The mother reached out to the law enforcement, and they just blow it off as in she's overage. But no, you're not realizing this man that y'all have released, a beast, and I'm gonna use that word. Y'all have released a beast to the streets. So he's out here prowling for young women because he only likes babies. And I know a lot of people like that. Sad to say, but true. Like I said, a man will be dating you, but really be checking out your children. And it's not good. So, yeah, another thing he did, he told her that your mom's mad. Your mother is mad because she wants me. Come on now. Please. Like, for real? Why? That's crazy. But why would she believe it? And that's what I mean by manipulation. That's manipulation. When a kid would believe that, oh, she's arguing with her mom. Do you want him yourself? Is that why y'all got? Give me 1 second. I'm getting off at the turnpike.
Are they seeing you in real time?
It should be.
Okay.
The heck?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
All right.
Right. That is
260. Okay, I got the change. You know what? I better save my change.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, you know what? I ain't gonna take all yours. Would I be?
Oh, but believe me, we're
Okay.
good. Yeah, we're
All
fine.
right.
So let's get you that.
I just need my quarters for laundry.
I understand.
I always look there like, oh, it's enough for a load.
There it is. All right, so we got 40 cents and 7. And do you need quarters out of that? I can give you some
No, I'm okay.
All right,
Thank you.
just
I
making sure
appreciate
that we can
that.
have enough that laundry done.
My husband's saying he offered you quarters. That's okay. I ain't gonna take your change.
It's no problem.
Have a good one. I'll go to 7-Eleven. Have a blessed day. Yeah, but he said out of that, he wasn't trying to give me $10 in quarters.
Change out where they have change.
That's-
That's all the deal with the change.
Oh, it's all right. Look, you looking down and not at the road, Duddy. See, y'all, I'm learning not to cuss too much. It's like, nah. So yeah, sorry, y'all. I got a little sidetracked. Can y'all still hear me? Are people still here? That's what I'm wondering. Because I'm driving and I know I ain't been talking as much.
Nobody's saying.
And I don't know if anyone's in the room or if my computer's stuck.
My turn the air off is cold.
You cold?
That's what I'm saying. How are you back?
You're back because I stopped it. I paused it.
And is anybody commenting, because this has been in the same comment mode, so I wonder if
It could, well, because it disconnected a couple of times, and I don't know if people might have went out thinking I went off, and then I came right back on. So I don't know, babe. We'll see.
It's hard when you're on the road.
It is. I was gonna say maybe I could come back live later and we could continue this conversation.
When we get everybody together and we can put it up and we can.
So yes, fam, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to continue this later for those who are interested in the conversation. And I can go home and settle down, and maybe me and my cousin can talk a little more if she wants to talk live, or that's kind of what Philly's Funny Family was started for. To help families that are in crisis, because sometimes we feel like we're alone, and that's why I love my YouTube family so much, because over this past year y'all have been there for me greatly, and it's greatly appreciated. For the new family members I see that are I keep on saying new, but some people have been with us, but they just don't come in and comment as much. But I'm going to just say this again. We are looking into having a little giveaway when we hit 2K. We're looking to give away another underwater camera, and as well.
Maybe. We'll see what we're going to give away.
Okay.
We'll see what we're going to give away.
But we are going to be giving away some nice gifts. But I did want to just end with that, because I'm going to come back on later when we're home, more live, and can really think about what we're talking about, because I'm a little upset over all this that's going on, and all I'm going to do is say that we pray for my cousin, pray for her kids, pray for her daughter who's going through this, as well as we need to pray for the man who took her and is manipulating her, and just hope that maybe he'll get some kind of heart and realize that you're about to corrupt a young woman who could be the next president, next police officer that cares in your neighborhood. Just she has a bright future ahead of her, and I'm hoping that someone can touch their souls, minds, bodies to do the right thing and let her go to school, let her go back home to her family, her siblings who are missing her, the older siblings. Things can get, I don't want to talk about this, but things can get worse sometimes for people. because here she does have older siblings that are going to be overprotective over her. So how would they feel when they come home and find out, that this man did this, and they have friends, and then it gets worse for everybody. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I thought Lil Dino was listening for a minute, so he's cold and I ain't turned the air off. That's what happened. I'm sorry. It was freezing. But yeah, we're gonna end out with um I'm gonna tell y'all, we have to keep God first, and then we have to love ourselves. Because if we don't love ourselves, how do we love others? You know, I say that from the heart. It's not just something that I like to say. And in closing out, when I was younger, I used to put my man first. I didn't know too much about putting God first, and nothing but failures came to me. When I started to put God first, He opened my eyes to a lot of things in life. Um, it just makes you a better person when you put Him first. And then you have to love yourselves. Now, I've always been a little conceited on myself, say nah. But no, I have always loved myself. That's why I can get on camera with my hair, a little braid, gray hair. But you know, I'm just being a little me right now. Um, but this is not really a fun time for me, y'all. This is a time for prayer. So y'all just keep prayers out for us, and we will be back later. So peace to all y'all. See y'all later.